Hello, math friends. Today we are going to talk about how you can multiply and divide integers, positive and negative whole numbers. Okay, so today to talk about multiplying and dividing integers, I like to talk about the good guys and the bad guys. And I like to talk about if they're coming to town or leaving town, and if the result is a good thing or a bad thing. So let me just show you how this works within the context of an integer problem. So I might have the problem, let's go super simple, 10 times 8. Now, I know you all know the answer to this, but let's just use my little good guy, bad guy trick to help us out. So if I have a positive 10, first number is positive, that means we're talking about a good guy. We got a good guy. My second number is also positive, that means he's coming to town. We like visitors. So we have a good guy coming to town. If good guys come to your town, that's a good thing, right? We like it when the good guys come to our town. So that means our answer should be positive. Thank goodness, because we learned this a long time ago, that a positive times a positive is a positive answer, right? Now let's try with a different situation where maybe one of the numbers isn't positive. So let's talk about the problem where we might have a 20 divided by a negative 4. Notice I changed from multiplication to division, but it's not going to matter, okay? So I look at my first number. My first number is positive. That means I'm talking about good guys. Woo, we love the good guys. And my second number is negative. That means we're talking about the good guys. Oh, they're leaving town. If the good guys leave town, that's a bad thing. We want them to stay in our town. So our answer is going to be negative. And then it's just normal division. 20 divided by 4, we know that. That's 5. So we end up with our answer of negative 5. So if I have a positive divided by a negative, it ends up being a negative thing. Okay? Let's look at another one. Okay? So let's try, what if I had a negative 3? We'll go back to multiplication this time, times 4. Okay? Let's look at our scenario about what's going to happen. Well, if I start with a negative number, my first number is negative. That means I'm talking about a bad guy. Ooh. And if my second number is positive, that means the bad guys are coming to town. Oh no, that's super bad. We don't want the bad guys coming to our town. That's a bad thing. That means our answer is going to be negative. And our multiplication, just like normal, 3 times 4 is 12. So if I have a negative times a positive, that's going to give me a negative answer. Okay? We have one more type of situation that could come into play here. And let's just talk about that. What if we have a negative first number? So like a negative 81. And we'll divide by a negative 9. Okay, let's look at our scenario. So I have a bad guy, right? Because my first number is negative, negative 81. And the bad guy is, ooh, second number is also negative. The bad guy is leaving town. Ooh, if the bad guys leave your town, bad guys leave, they get out, that's a good thing. So that means our answer should be positive. So 81, negative 81 divided by negative 9 is actually positive 9. That's always the tricky one, right? That a negative multiplied or divided by a negative gives you a positive answer. So this little scenario of using the good guys and the bad guys, you could certainly write that into your notebook and use it yourself if you're struggling with when your answer is positive and when your answer is negative. There are tons of tricks for how do you remember with multiplying and dividing integers. I'm sure your teachers gave you some, but this is maybe just another one that's a little bit different than what you've done before. Awesome. I hope you can multiply and divide integers now.